Hello and welcome to the Oh, is that who I think it is? You know, the longer I stare at you, the more I think that perhaps I might be dreaming. Please, come in and warm up by the fire. Let me just take your cloak. Soaking wet and full of holes, just as I remembered it the last time you came here after the rain shower all those years ago. How many has it been now? That many. Well, far too long is all that I'm concerned with. Where am I going? To grab you some clothes. Please, don't worry about it. I live upstairs on the 3rd floor of the inn. Should have some spare clothes down here for you to wear. Just had a batch of laundry done today, so besides getting caught in the rain, you're in luck. There we are. It's nothing. I just think that my clothes might be a bit on the larger side for you. But they'll beat the sopping vestments you've got on at the moment any time. Here you are. You can change in the closet there. I promise it's big enough. Could probably rent the thing out as a spare room for a dwarf. Or a very thin human. Of course. Take your time. Well, the inn is rather empty for the day, so I'll close it for the evening. I'd very much like to dedicate some time to you and catch up. Nah, it won't be like this for long. The trials of Iron and Grenfell are happening soon, and I can guarantee you that there'll be no shortage of travellers such as yourself staying here in Fallkirk leading up to the event. Well, that's also boring. When you're ready, come on out and we can have a little chat by the fire. I'll grab some quilts to get you warmed up. Hey, would you like a towel or something? Just in case you need to dry off a bit more. Yes, don't worry, no, I'm not looking. There you are. I'll ladle out some stew I made for us earlier. Yeah. Myself and a couple of mates from town. Nothing much, just chatting is all. Mostly innkeeper talk. Secrets here and there, tricks of the trade. Poor customers. Aye, stew's good, but it's nothing compared to the sending off meal that I made for you the last time you were here, unfortunately. You, Tarodari, and I. That was a good night. Sad one, but a good one. There's nothing to be sorry about. You had roads to travel and a destiny to seek out. I had the inn to run and Tarodari to keep out of trouble. How'd that go? About as poorly as you'd have imagined. No, he's just fine. Off in Grenfell now to prepare for the trials. Definitely going to be peddling his magical stones and lucky trinkets to those poor, naive students bound for their initiation. Sorry swords, a lot of them. He'll be fine, so long as he doesn't overstep his boundaries. He remembers well what happens when you go places you shouldn't. Doing things that some people may take offense to. As much as Grenfell hates our kind, lumping us in with evil creatures, they can't deny our usefulness. The Prince of Arundel has been good to us, trying to ease tensions. He's a good lad. Young, but good. At least I've heard so. Word is that the Prince is trying to end the conflict with the bandits of Brigand's Bog still, even though his father's pressing to continue the campaign. But, political talk never was my forte, or my favourite thing to discuss, especially not with good friends. There you are. Oh dear. Clothes are fitting. That's fair. Regardless, into the fire if you'd be so kind. Just need to heat things up again. I wasn't planning on having a friend over so late. I did mention that earlier, didn't I? Just a friend. You're awfully flirtatious tonight, aren't you? Last you were here, you were still just a meek and timid adventurer getting flustered by Tarodari and finding your place in the world. Nothing wrong with it at all. On the contrary, I'm glad that you've returned, and that I can see you've come so far in the past few years. This is heating far too slowly. Much better. Nothing a bit of pyromancy can't help. Being of infernal blood has its benefits, even if the demon hunters seem to think that it warrants execution. Rabbit stew tonight. Simple, but still just as good as anything else I've made. I can promise you that. I'm surprised you remembered. And yes, buttered breads. Still complimentary. Tonight, everything will follow that same sentiment. Oh, your company's more than enough payment. I've missed you, you know. Far more than I'm capable of telling you. What would you like to drink? Ale, rum, wine? Of course. I see that you've made yourself comfortable. Here's the soup, the bread, the butter, and of course your drink. What am I having? Just some rum. Had a shipment come in from Sailwind not too long ago and thought I'd have a bit to take the edge off the day. Quite or not, there's always plenty of work to be done here at the Benbow. But that's enough about me. What have you been up to? Surely you've become a full-fledged adventurer by now, yeah? Adventurer of sorts? How's that? My, captured by a drider. Must have been one lucky drider. Oh, is that so? Kind drider is a rare one. You've been through quite a fair bit. An elf, huh? Plenty of those around? From the Grove? Oh, you never find out. I see. Friends made, friends lost. Experiences had and shared. It makes me happy to know you've developed so much. Oh, it's nothing, I'm not ignoring anything, I'm just enjoying some mildly warm rum. With me, it hasn't been much. Just running the inn as always. Met a few travellers that had come and gone. Been thinking of hiring some more help around here since the Benbow's been a bit of a hassle on its own. And in all honesty, I was thinking that perhaps I should have followed up with what I wanted to tell you before you'd left. Of course, I remember it well. Taro was getting you your gift and I was going to say something foolish, but thankfully, or regrettably, he came bursting through the door, completely oblivious. I was going to tell you, I swear, that I just couldn't find the words. I'd lost them on my tongue. I think it was something along the lines of me wishing you safe travels, good luck, better fortunes, and... I know. I said all of that before. I hesitated because, frankly, I was and still am quite nervous. I appreciate the compliments, friend. What I was going to tell you that night was that I wish you could have stayed a bit longer, and that perhaps we could have gone off on our own and done a few things, shared drinks and stumbled our way down the trails through Fallkirk's forests and through the plains. I wanted to ask you to stay the night. I wanted to... Forgive me. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. It was rude of me, impulsive. I should have... Are you sure?